Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Undertale. In the last episode, we made it up to the king of all monsters, Asgore himself. And as we learned the terrible truth that we are going to have to destroy or kill Asgore in order to continue forward, we sit here at the end so that I can tell you that my items are a little bit wonky because guess who had their game crash? Yes. Maybe wondering why that actually matters. Well, because this game remembers everything, guess what? I was at a point where I couldn't redo some certain events, and I had to replay through the entire game just to get back up to here. So if my items are a little bit different than what you were following along with me for, I do apologize for that. But we are here at the final boss of the game, Asgore. Now, there's a little bit of things that I need to make apparent before we continue forward into this fight. If you have anything that you need to do, any character you need to talk to, any dialogue, or maybe you're going for all yellow names and you missed a couple of characters along the way. If there's any character or any side quest or literally anything that you need to do it now. Do not continue into the fight until you have already done it. This is the items that I'm going into the fight. There are bicycles I'm going in because I can use them twice. I have one unicycle, don't judge me. Star Fate were the closest items that do moderate amount of HP, and you want to make sure that you have this item with you. I cannot stress that. Just like the spider donut, having this item actually does something in the fight, and we're going to be going over that once the fight happens. So, I recommend something along the lines of this. Obviously, if you want better healing items, you can. I just like the idea of using these more than once. But, this is my items, and I don't think I have anything more that I need to do. So, if you are ready, go ahead and go forward. This is the barrier. This is what keeps us all trapped underground. If by chance you have any unfinished business, please do what you must. Even the game is telling you, hey, this is kind of a point of no return. So, as I have mentioned and as Asgore has mentioned, do what you need to do now. With that being said, let's continue. I see. This is it then. Ready? Beginning the final boss fight with Asgore! You've noticed how you've been a pacifist this entire time, and all of a sudden your mercy button is gone! Yeah! Get ready for a battle like no other. To start out, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to talk to him. Quietly tell Asgore you do not want to fight him. His hands tremble for a moment. Asgore is no pushover! This is honestly one of the more harder fights in the entire game. You tell Asgore that you don't want to fight him. His breathing gets funny for a moment. Yeah, he's not playing around! You firmly tell Asgore to stop fighting. Recollection flashes in his eyes. Asgore's attack dropped and his defense dropped. You want to do that? to mitigate the amount of HP that you are going to be losing from this fight as you try to dodge. My HP is looking a little bit low. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use that pie from earlier. You ate the butterscotch pie, your HP was maxed out. The smell reminded Asgore of something. His attack went down, its defense went down. Talking to him 3 times and using the pie will lower his attack and defense as low as they go. Doing this either in the beginning of the fight or with the pie during the middle of the fight will make the battle a lot easier. Of course, you can do the fight without doing this, but it is much harder. During that attack, you're going to want to follow his eyes and act accordingly. So, we have absolutely no choice. We must fight Asgore, which actually gets us into the mechanics of, well, fighting in this game. You're going to want to try and hit the middle. Depending on what weapon you do will actually change how your attacks will go off. We're using the knife, so we just do one attack, but if you were like using the boots or the fry pan, you would have different prompts. We're going to be seeing a little bit of that later on, not to spoil anything, but we're going to be seeing more of those later. I'll just say that right now. For now, just try and get in the middle as much as you can to get the most damage out of this. Now, this fight seems not that hard. I mean, I didn't do too much damage. Oh, trust me, this fight is going to get actually pretty hard. Starting with this attack, which is just, it makes me cry. Now, there's no problem with actually putting on, like, the clouded notebooks or whatever, because using those items will actually increase your invisibility frames. If you're gonna go that route, be careful of actually getting attacked, because you are going to lose more HP. This is why I recommend using the items that you got from the chest a while back. Ooh, that was perfect. As you notice, his attacks are actually becoming a little bit faster. I would say try and keep your HP in the double digits. I'd say... I think I can go with surviving a little bit longer. Some of his attacks are easy to dodge, but that should not have hit me. As it goes forward, it's going to become obviously harder. Alright, so you want to keep around 9 HP or above to get the full benefits. Be careful of corners too, by the way. I was moving and yet I still got hit. If you want actually a good strategy to use that I didn't do, but I'd recommend doing, kind of late now, is to go rest up at the end, thus giving you 30 HP for this battle beforehand. I don't personally need it, at least I hope I don't need it, but it's a good... Okay, I was definitely taking a hit there. It's a good idea. I don't like this one. Okay, to get through this one, you gotta look at the fires that are coming through the middle more than the ones on the side. Like, if anything. Alright, now these are becoming a little bit more difficult. Oh, that's... nope, I'm gonna use a bicycle. Ooh. Oh, I didn't get out of it in time. Okay, alright, alright. Oh, man. Yeah, this is getting a little bit tougher, but you might be noticing something going on with Asgore. We were hinted at this at the very beginning of the game. Monsters who get continuously attacked will slowly lose their defense. How was I hit? I was moving. But yes, it is becoming a little bit easier to attack Asgore. I think I can tank it a little bit. I made a horrible choice. Let's Let's go ahead and eat a popsicle to replenish our health. Alright, there's no way I was getting through that. That was pretty apparent there. I think 2 more hits should do it! You know, provided that I don't die. Oh, that might actually do it. Yep, that does it. So, that is how it is. I remember the day after my son died. The entire underground was devoid of hope. The future had once again been taken from us by the humans. In a fit of anger, I declared war. I said that I would destroy any human that came here. I would use their souls to become godlike and free us from this terrible prison. Then I would destroy humanity and let monsters rule the surface in peace. Soon the people's hopes returned. My wife, however, became disgusted with my actions. She left this place, never to be seen again. Truthfully, I do not want power. I do not want to hurt anyone. I just wanted everyone to have hope. But I cannot take this any longer. I just want to see my wife. I just want to see my child. Please, young one, this war has gone on long enough. You have the power. Take my soul and leave this cursed place. If you were doing the neutral route, this is where you would end the game, but we are doing the pacifist route. Mercy says a lot more about our character. After everything I had done to hurt you, you would rather stay down here and suffer than live happily on the surface? Human, I promise you, for as long as you remain here, my wife and I will take care of you as best we can. We can sit in the living room telling stories, eating butterscotch pie. We could be like a family.